Okay, let's get right down to it. I wrote some notes out just to show you having a plan will get you going in the right direction. Our project, let's explore this myth. Which myth? Watercolors are hard. Well, they really aren't hard, and I'll tell you why. If you break them down, the whole process, and practice the process over and over, you will discover that watercolors are not hard. It's how we approach them that is hard. So today we're going to do an ink and wash. Now you can use ballpoint pen, permanent pens, even a quill pen like this with real ink. Okay, it's going to be cross-hatching, and I'm going to show you in a minute what cross-hatching is and maybe some tips you don't know about it. So ink and wash, we're going to do a design principle. The subject matter is just going to be a round shape. It's not about what you're drawing and painting, it's how you're drawing and painting. The effect, we're going to have a shadow, and we're going to go from dark to light. Why ink? Well, ink as compared to a pencil is very different. You can erase a pencil because you think you did something wrong. You need to accept redirection. Meaning, you get going on your project and, I made a mistake. You need to redirect that thinking into, I'm redirecting from that particular spot. And big things are full of little things, and there's nothing smaller than a little cross-hatching. Explode that myth. This is 140-pound Canson watercolor paper. Need a little green tape. Why green tape? Well, it's not very nice to look at. But when you take the tape off, it creates a very, very pleasing border around your sketch. So the first thing to do is let's look at our notes. There's a design principle here. The top left is where your eye always goes. I guess you notice in advertisement, when you really look at them and know some of these tricks, you'll see that this is where the words are, or the main image. It works down here too, in reverse. Right smack dab in the middle, the bullseye effect. It might work for laundry detergent, but not so much for great artwork. So, and the next thing is we divide into thirds. See, there's 3 sections here. So we take the top left third, very simple, make a circle. Find the middle, drop down a bit, and make 2 sides on the middle that are equidistant, and you probably have a third. See, 1, 2, 3. We don't have to be measuring. If you want to measure, go ahead. Now, a straight line across. Now, I'm going to just do it on an angle here and do some feathery lines. And then I'm going to adjust because I'm going to be doing lots of little lines here. So I keep adjusting till it's straight. See, not fussy. Just keep adjusting. See, next is the crosshatch. Let's practice a few crosshatches. Let me show you how it works. There's a finger crosshatch that goes with your fingers, you see? You just pull down like this. I used to keep my pen straight up, like that. Because these pens don't work very well on an angle, watch. See? The ink flows out the tip. So there's one direction. Now you can turn your paper. The next one's a wrist, because you can't really use your fingers to the side. You can only use them in one direction. So this is with the wrist. This is an old etching technique. If you look through some old etches, especially by Rembrandt, and then you can turn the paper if you want, or if you only can go one direction, which is like with your fingers, you'll have to turn all the time. So I sort of developed I've developed the pull down, the push up, the flick over with the wrist, and then on the side, and I just move my arm a bit, and there's my cross hatching, okay? First one, we're not going to do the sweep yet, we're just doing the finger cross hatch. Lines like that, using the wrist, see? Using the wrist, going all the way around, and leaving a little white spot at the top. Back and forth. You can do them all the same direction, it doesn't matter. Just get some cross hatching in. Now as we move to the middle, we leave that little spot at the top. There's a reason for that. There, we've completed the first step. Now you look at it a bit and you think, well, it's a three-dimensional object, so I don't see that side. The darkest is going to be right down here. So right down here, I want to establish my darkest dark. I'm going this way, that way, this way, to the right, up and down and up, back and forth. And don't try to make it look round, just get a dark space and then fade it up with little strokes. Fade it up. How do we get rid of big myths? We get rid of big myths with little things, like a new technique, a new tool, and especially a new mindset. And now we've got that little white spot in the middle. We're going to go lighter and lighter and lighter and there. Okay, we've got a good start on this.